Jungkook, stop! You whisper yelled at him, pushing his hand away of your exposed thigh. Baby, please, I need you. He whispered in your ear as you shook your head as a no, as he just sighed in annoyance. It's been more than 20 minutes since he kept touching your thigh, wanting to let you know that he was needy and wanted you, but you couldn't allow that. His parents were in your house as you currently were all eating dinner. His parents clueless about what was happening under the table. Seeing you both whispering to each other, your mother-in-law asked, "Is everything alright, kids?" Yours and Jungkook's head lifted up, looking into the direction the voice came from. "Yes, Mom, everything is alright," you said, taking a sip of water beside you as Jungkook ran his hands through his hairs, drinking some wine. "So," Mr. June began to talk as your eyes shot up towards his direction. "When will we get the good news?" he asked, chuckling and elbowing his wife as she chuckled too. You, who didn't understand anything, furrowed your eyebrows in confusion as Jungkook smiled hearing that. "What news, Dad?" you asked as he laughed. "I'm saying about you and Jungkook, darling. When will you two give us a grandchild? I don't want to die without being a grandpa." When you heard this, you lowered your head, blushing as your face became red. "You'll get one soon, Dad, don't worry," Jungkook answered, bringing his hand to your thigh and squeezing it gently as he softly slapped it. "I'll go bring the dessert," you said, still being shy as your mom and dad-in-law chuckled, but someone else had other intentions. "This is your chance, Jungkook," Jungkook thought as he got up after you left. "I'll go to the washroom," he said before getting up as he left quickly. You were taking some plates out when suddenly you felt a present behind you, and that present was Jungkook, who circled his hands around your waist, placing wet kisses on your neck as you pushed him away with your elbow, but he didn't move. "Jungkook, look please, your parents are here," you said, stopping whatever you were doing as he tightened his grip around you more, making your back meet his chest. His face came closer to your ear, gently kissing your earlobe as you closed your eyes at the feeling, almost shaking. "You heard them? They want a grandchild," Jungkook whispered. "That's just an excuse for you to have me now," you said, as he now got angry at these words you just let out. He grabbed your wrist, turning your neck around to face him as he placed your hands around his neck, bringing his hands under your thighs and lifting you up as you held tight onto his shoulder. He placed you harshly on the kitchen counter, causing a small noise to be heard as you gasped. "Excuse, huh?" he said, as you could clearly see the lust in his eyes as he pulled you closer, him in between your legs. "You think I need an excuse to make love to you, baby?" he said, as the butterflies started dancing in your stomach. Hearing him, his words making you fall in love with him more. You closed your eyes in shyness as he smirked, holding your jaw softly as his face came closer to you, lips almost touching. "Look at me," he said as you opened your hazel eyes to drown into his brown eyes. You, who were worried that his parents were there, now forgot everything and only focused on him. And before you could say anything, he smashed his lips on yours, his hands on your hips now, keeping you close to himself as you tried to push him away, remembering that his parents were waiting but no use. Jungkook started kissing you deeply, eating you actually, as he lightly squeezed the side of your waist, making you let out a soft moan. As he took the chance to slide his tongue on your mouth, exploring each corner of it, as you couldn't help but let out soft whimpers as suddenly Jungkook started grinding his lower part against yours, letting you know how much he needed you. You moaned at the feeling even with clothes on as he detached his mouth from yours and unbuttoned your blouse, your cleavage coming in front of his view as you held his shoulders, making him look at you in confusion. "Please, later. What if mom and dad comes here?" you said as he chuckled. "I'll be quick, I promise, Jungkook." And before you could talk, he attacked your cleavage, leaving small kisses on your delicate skin as you threw your head back, your hand going to his hair as he reached up to your neck, ready to leave his love mark when a noise was heard, making you open your eyes in terror as you looked at the direction the noise came from. Your eyes widened when you saw your mother in law standing in the entrance of the kitchen as you pushed Jungkook harshly, getting off the counter as you fixed yourself, buttoning the blouse up. Mom, I'm so sorry. Seriously, Mom? Jungkook almost shouted at his mom, frustrated that she interrupted your moment as you were embarrassed, but your husband didn't feel the same shameless thought. Oh my god, sorry, son. I just came here to check on Ryan since she wasn't coming, but I think I got why he wasn't coming, Mrs. Jones said, teasing you as you got shy. It's okay, you two continue. I'll go. Mom! You shouted in embarrassment as Jungkook chuckled. It's all your fault, you said angrily as you continued the work that you came here for, as Jungkook sighed loudly. What did I do now? Before some minutes, you weren't saying this, he said, whining. Keep your needy ass away from me till mom and dad leave. You warned him as he threw his hands over his face. Coming back into the table, you acted like nothing happened, but deep down the embarrassment was eating you up as you placed the plates with dessert on the table when you saw both Mr. Jones and Mrs. Jones chuckling. I'll kill you, Jungkook. You're gonna sleep on the couch tonight, you thought as Jungkook sat beside you, continuing to eat as you sat too. You could hear your in laws chuckling with each other when Mr. Jones said, Wine, darling, you don't have to be shy. We all did these things once. Plus, I want a franchise. You better work together. The father in law said as you sighed. Dad, not you too, you said, and they laughed when Jungkook came closer and whispered, You're all mine, and when they leave, and these words were enough to make you shy all over again.